Hey, if you've been trying to figure out how you can start your very own hair company with little to no money, then stop to watch this video because this is for you. Hey guys, no long intros needed. Let's get into it. So one of the hardest things about launching a hair company is figuring out where you're going to get the money from. So a lot of people get stuck with, okay, I can't launch my company because I don't know how I'm going to get hair and still have money for branding and still have money for marketing. So I have something for you guys. Stay tuned to the very end because you're not going to want to miss this. But I have something that will help you with quality products, not the trash, Brazilian hair, all that other stuff. You will be able to sell quality hair products with your business and make a really good income if you follow these steps. So I'm going to talk to you about a system called dropship. Now, I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. If you haven't before, all it really means is you do not have to stock or keep inventory like I do. You can start your hair company. The dropship supplier will ship out the hair to your customer, and then you collect the retail price, and then your wholesale or your dropship supplier will get the wholesale price for the cost of the bundles. And a lot of companies, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are companies out there that already offer this. So typically Chinese-based vendors, they offer this. Some of the questions I get about how the process works and how you can make it work for you is really important. And so I'm gonna go over the steps that you would need to take to launch your business if you decide to do it with dropship. And then I'm gonna give you an amazing vendor, dropship vendor at the end that you can use to dropship hair like this. Aren't those curls pretty? That's what I have in my hair right now. Hair like this. This is my favorite. This is the Burmese wavy that comes from Burma or Myanmar. Some wavy like this. And some other curly cues like this. So I prefer to sell raw hair. Finding dropship vendors that sell raw hair is not the easiest thing to do. But I have found out a solution. And so again, I'll let you know at the end, but I wanted to go over the steps that you'll need in order to successfully launch your hair company without any inventory. First things first is you're gonna wanna have to think of who your target audience is, and you want to start there because that'll tell you what you need to do in order to attract them. So are we going for high school and college students who need something more affordable? Are we going for corporate women who probably won't want anything past 20-inch? Are we going for the it girly who, you know, is in her corporate bag but she still likes to travel and do all the things? Who is your customer? Where do they shop? What is their budget like for hair? Are you going to be more affordable? Are you going to be expensive? Are you going to be in between? Keep those things in mind because that'll alter what you want to call your company, what you want to charge, what you want to sell. Okay, so once we figure out who our target audience is, we want to think of a name. So once we think of a name, you want to, I start with GoDaddy because that's typically where I get my URLs from. So you want to do a quick search in GoDaddy to tell you if that URL name is available. If it is, I will go ahead and lock down my Instagram name, my Facebook name, my TikTok, my Pinterest, my YouTube name for the company just to make sure no one else gets it. So once you have that all together, you have your target audience, you have your name, you have all your social media handles. You want to start the process of testing out vendors. I don't care if it's dropship or you are buying hair in bulk, you want to always test the vendor. So with dropship, essentially, they ship the hair out to your client. You don't have to keep it, which means you don't have to buy a lot of stock. A lot of dropship companies will tell you you don't have to spend any money up front. That's not realistic. It's a business. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's going to be some money that you will want to spend so you can actually get some sales. So what I would suggest is test the hair. Buy some samples, install it in your hair first, and make sure that you love and enjoy the hair so you can be confident when you're selling it to your customer. Next, you want to buy, also, when you first get the hair, I would record some videos shaking the hair. I would lay it out, take some really nice photos and videos of the hair, so you can use, if you decide to move forward with the company, you can use that for content. You can use that, the pictures on your website. You can make the most out of the purchase of hair that you use. So typically my first purchase is about 3 to 4 bundles, so I can install and I can make it look nice. And then you want to take videos and pictures of the hair so they can see how it looks, that you can use it on your website, you can use it as content on social media, and you get the most out of that purchase that you want to test the hair. Once you have the install, you need to test the hair. I typically will take a piece and I'll bleach it. I will typically straighten the hair if it's curly to see if the curls come back. I'm gonna use heating tools for the wavy hair to see if it holds a curl. I'm gonna test it. And you wanna do that because you wanna see what type of pitfalls may come with the hair, just so you know how to combat it, whether it's knowing the correct shampoo and conditioner or styling products to use, or it's if the hair tangles or it sheds a lot. You need to know what it does so that you either can combat that or go on to another vendor. So once you have tested the hair, you're going to need content. So you're going to want to show it being installed in your head. For me, for example, I have it in its curly state, which people have loved. I did a tutorial that showed how I get my perfect curls with this hair in my head, because I use Dim & Brush and I use my leave-in conditioner. So I just showed that. And then I'm gonna do a video this week of me straightening the hair, so they will see how versatile the hair is, and then they'll be more inclined to purchase too. You wanna get as much use, even if it's just your first time purchasing and it's sample bundles. Think content is money at this point. So you want to get as much content as humanly possible so that you can fully display it on social media, on the website. If you're going to run ads, all of those things, you have plenty of footage that can showcase how well the hair is. Once you have tested, and I typically test my hair extensions for 6 to 8 weeks at the bare minimum. A lot of the times I'm trying to get a few different vendors, or I'm testing a couple of different origins, so I have to kind of get them in and out. By 6 to 8 weeks, you'll know. If it's bad hair, typically by the end of the first week, you'll know this isn't good hair. If it is good hair, you get 6 to 8 weeks, then you kind of know, okay, this is something that's sustainable. And then I typically will go through the 3 or 4 different origins or patterns of hair that I'm choosing to wear or testing out, and then I'll circle back around. So say I use this curly hair for 8 weeks, and then I go to the wavy. Once I've done the wavy for 8 weeks and then did like a tighter curl pattern afterwards, I'll typically go back to the original hair just to show again the longevity of it. Like, okay, I've gotten a second install. That's just more content. Just think everything's content. So once you tested the hair and you know what hair you want to sell, or you found a vendor that you like, you need to build out your website. So I suggest Shopify. Love Shopify. There's so many apps on the back end that allow you to automate things and allow you to create a really good business model and a really good, clean and clear checkout process for your client, which is super important. So you want to make sure to the same pictures that you took for samples, you want to make sure that you then put that on the website, put any videos on the website, any pictures you took of yourself wearing the hair, or your model, or the hair you sent out to a stylist to use on a client, whatever content you have, put on that product page. And then Shopify is pretty cool because they have AI built in to where you can type in a brief description and then have the AI pretty much draft an even larger product description. And you want to do that because it helps with SEO. People who, if you're a new business, people don't know you and they want to know what they're getting. They want to know the ounces of the hair. They want to know if the hair can be straightened, if the hair can be colored. They want to know those things. So putting that information in your product description goes a long way. Don't skip that step. Once you've built out your website, and let me talk about this too. A lot of people get overwhelmed, like, I don't have money for a photo shoot. AI has come a long way. So do what you need to do to get quality photos. You can always have a photo shoot or buy stock photos or whatever the case may be, but you want some model photos to where if you're not like designing the website yourself in Canva, you can send it to a graphic designer and they can build out your website for you with these model photos. But for your product photos or for each product page, you want to make sure to have at least like a flat hair picture, which I'll insert one now, and then you'll want like a video of, like I said, of it shaking, just so people can see it along with the hair on models. Another tip with testing, you can get, like say you're gonna do this curly look, you can get a wig made like this and you have that wig moving forward. So what I would suggest, if you're on a budget, you can get a wig made, you can use it and get pictures of you with it on, turn this this side part to a middle part, give it to your cousin, have her take pictures, then give it to a friend, have her take pictures, maybe cut it up a little bit so it looks a little different, and get the most out of your wear. But you need content. You're never going to be able to skip that part. You have to have that. So you build out your website, you've automated some of the stuff in the back end in terms of apps and things of that nature. I'm also going to suggest, one of the things that I've done for this business this time around is I'm all about automation. So I have abandoned cart series for my emails that's connected to SMS as well. I have a win back campaign. I have a welcome series. I have everything. All my emails are designed. They look pretty and it's all automated. So when I have like a lead magnet or a freebie to try to get traffic to come in, they are on an automated nurture email and SMS series that automatically constantly keeps in touch with them and updates them about what's going on with the company and the products we have to convince them to convert from a lead to a paying customer. And I feel like that is something that people miss out on. You operate your hair business like a side hustle and wonder why there's no traction. You don't have any systems in place to really make it work for you, and then you wonder why you're not hitting the goals that you want to hit. I implore you to treat this like a business and approach it as such, and it is a lucrative business. It doesn't matter how many people sell hair. If you go to the grocery store, there's a whole aisle of different people selling the same loaf of bread. You want to make sure that your customer service is on point, which I'm always trying to improve, and you want to make sure that your back end is flawless so you can focus on getting people to come to your site, getting traffic, and then you already have those systems built out to convert them. So that's important. A lot of people miss that, but that's super important. Okay, so we tested out the hair, we have content, we love the hair, we have our website made. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is to start posting content, and you wanna start figuring out ways to create traffic for your business, whether it be passing out flyers around your community or going to a college event and putting flyers on cards, or going to a concert putting flyers on cards, or doing pop-up shops locally in your city. Whatever the case may be, you need to figure out a marketing strategy because you need to drive traffic. Once you get traffic and sales on your site, the dropship model kicks in because you haven't had to spend thousands of dollars to stock this hair like I have. So that allows you to have more money for your packaging. Like, I got really cute packaging that I just upgraded for my business. I've been going back and forth with different packages, but this is like my new one. And it has my logo, and then it opens up, and then I can put the bundles in there. So you can get something like that. You can get some bigger, not like this, it's for my sample packs, but you can get some bigger burlap little drawstring bags, which are really cute, really on trend. You can get some thank you cards made, all of those things to make sure that your brand is cohesive. Now, the thing with most dropship companies is all do not allow for custom packaging. So like your little hair tags and all of that stuff, most companies don't actually allow you to customize that, or dropship companies. There are some that do, which, you know, is a blessing, but you have to ask. So it's not just important that they say that they dropship. You do want some customization. As you build your brand, making sure that everything is on brand and has your labels, or like this, I have my hair tags. You want to make sure everything is cohesive and tied together, and or at least have the option to grow to that. So I do like to ask dropship companies if they allow custom packaging. So I had a dropship company before, and they allowed me to ship my packaging to them to use and or pay them more, and then they got everything printed for me, which allowed me to have boxes and mailers and thank you cards with my graphics and my logo to send out with the orders. So with dropship, and here's another thing. One of the things I didn't like about the dropship company I used was the fact that their address was on it. So if anybody were to like search for the address, they could find out, especially since it's overseas, they could find out who it is. So see, and most of them like that. Most dropship companies are like that. So see what flexibility your dropshipper has in terms of changing the address, or having, like, if they're like in a big office building and there's no way for anybody to really be able to tell, oh, it's this one, it might be a little better. So just see what the flexibility is with that. Also ask, like I said, if they have custom packaging options. All dropship companies don't, but if yours does, you're in the money. And then ask what the turnaround times are. Sometimes with like overseas drop shippers, it'll take them like 4 or 5 days before they ship out the item, and then it'll take another 3 to 4 days for it to actually get delivered to your client. So that's like a week turnaround time. So you want to see realistically what the turnaround times will be for your orders, because you're going to need to put that in your terms of service or your shipping policy so people are aware, so they don't get upset. The shorter amount of time that your client has to wait, the more inclined that they are to purchase from you. Because if you look at a lot of the hair companies now, they're putting like at the top of their website, processing times are 7 to 10 days. That's a long time. Women don't want to wait that long to receive their hair. We're impulse buyers. Nobody wants to wait until days or weeks to receive something that they purchase online. So you want to see what the processing time is and how quickly that it can get your order out. And when you're fulfilling your order, it's a pretty seamless process for dropship. You mainly want to, there's a couple of different ways. So with kind of overseas vendors, your client would purchase on your website, and then you would either WhatsApp your vendor the order information. So your client ordered 3 bundles of curly 18-inch. You would text them, hey, I have a client that ordered 3 bundles of 18-inch. This is her name and her address. They will tell you how much the hair is plus shipping. You pay them via PayPal, Western Union, MoneyGram, whatever, and then they ship out your order to your client. Once they ship the order out to your client, they then send you the tracking number. You then put the tracking number in Shopify, and then they ship it out. So it's a couple of different steps, but that's typically how it goes with drop shippers. Or even if you did like a pre-sale method, it would more or less be the same. You just wouldn't send them your customer information. With the process that I'm going to tell you at the end, with the company I'm going to tell you at the end, they allow for custom packaging. They ship the orders in 1 to 2 days. And they do have options to where you can get a PO box through them, or you can have like a custom address to where it'll have your company name, and it'll be like a generic address that we ship from. So if somebody Googled, they wouldn't know that it's the company's name. So they're on points. And there is built-in software to where you don't have to do all the extra steps like texting or emailing them the order number. If you have a Shopify site, your site will be connected through the back end. And from there, when you have an order placed, it's going to push it through to their site. They will see the order. It'll automatically separate the payments. So their wholesale price plus the shipping will be sent to that company, and then you get to keep your retail price. So that's the amazing thing with dropship. You get to determine what your retail price is. So say that the hair costs $50 and you decide I'm going to charge $150 retail. It would kick over to you the $100, it would kick over to them, the $50 for the bundle of hair, and then the shipping fee for the order so they can send it to your customer, and it'll automatically send them your customer's name and their address, and then they can ship it right on out to the customer with your name at the top. And then again, even if you don't have like your own packaging with like your name and stuff, they have different options on the site where you can pick like different burlap colors, or satin bags or velour or velvet bags, and you get to pick what colors you want, and then the bundles will be put into that. So you have a couple of options there. What else am I thinking, or what else am I missing? Okay, and then with their system, it'll automatically kick over to you the tracking information, so you don't have to put in the tracking information for your client. It'll automatically send it to your store so that your client is given a notification once the order is processed with their tracking number so they can track it themselves. Seamless. Seamless. And then once you're processing orders, or once your orders are processed, everything's in the clear, all you have to really focus on is marketing and getting people to your store. And that's no easy feat. I'm not saying that it is, but it's a lot easier to do when you have the money to do so, because you're not tying up your inventory. One of the scariest things about business is sitting on thousands upon thousands of product that you cannot move, and that is not moving quickly enough, and then you have all your money tied up in products, so you don't have the money to put into advertising or marketing your business to get people to purchase the product that you have now purchased. One of the hardest things. So dropship kind of eliminates that and allows you to really focus on building your brand and getting that marketing aspect down, while the dropship supplier handles all the inventory and does all the fulfillment and handles the back end in terms of making sure orders are processed and all of that good stuff. So if you stuck with me this long, I want to tell you about this surprise that I've been working on. For those who don't know, 6 years ago, I had my own dropship company. Raised VC capital, turned it into a beauty tech company. It was a really amazing experience. I had no clue what I was doing. I had an idea of what I wanted it to be, but I really didn't know what I was doing. So now, 6 years later, I do know what I'm doing. I've learned how to code. I've learned how to build websites more efficiently. I know what is needed in e-com. I know what's needed in the back end. I understand what's needed for marketing and creating traffic. And so I am relaunching my dropship company, which is going to be absolutely amazing. The software I have in the back end, it will tie into anyone's Shopify site. So whether you already have a website or you want to get one of the websites from us, we now have you covered. And let me talk a little bit about the websites, because this aspect is pretty cool too. So as I said, we build out through Shopify. So whether you already have a Shopify website and you just want to connect to ours, or you want to buy one of our pre-made templates, one of our pre-made templates are completely editable. You can change all your colors, your logos, everything. And then I took it a step further this time around to where the banners are built out in Canva, so you yourself can go in and change the colors, switch out model pictures, do all of those things. On the back end of the websites, inventory will be connected. So say one store A purchased 3 18 inches, it'll automatically remove that from your website so that you're not selling product that we don't have. And so we can make sure that all the stores connected are aware of the same inventory. It'll automatically update on the back end. You don't have to do anything extra, but just to make sure that you're not selling out of things that we don't have, and that, we can keep everything organized. Also, when your customer purchases, there's no additional steps from you other than you push. You have to approve the order on your end. So on your back end, and I'll have a full tutorial for members when they decide to join, you just push a button on the back end that says you approve of that order. It'll kick it to us. We process that order. Our system automatically gives us our price for the wholesale price for the bundle, as well as the shipping fee. And then you keep whatever your retail price is. Whether you decide that you want an 18-inch bundle to be $90 and we take $50 and you take $40, or you decide you want it to be $150 and we take the $50 and you keep the $100, you completely get to decide your retail pricing. Our wholesale pricing won't change. That's locked in, but you get to decide what you want your retail price to be. Typically with drop shippers, they don't add too much to it because they understand they're not keeping any inventory. However, if you look at the market, which I'm a researcher, if you look at the market right now for hair companies are elevating their prices. Everything's high now. And so in order to actually make a return on your investment, you want to make sure you have good profit margins. So make sure you keep that in mind. Don't completely lowball yourself. Understand that if you do good content and you have a good marketing strategy, then you can sell the bundles. Look at Yummy Hair Extensions, D Hair Boutique, Heat Free Hair, Hot Hair ATL, 7 Strands. Look at all those companies and their price point and understand that you can be right there with them. You just have to have a really good marketing strategy. You have to treat this like an actual business and approach it as such, so you have the money within the business to scale your company accurately. And then what else do we have? We have custom packaging, which I'm gonna do another video which will walk through each pattern that we have, as well as the packaging options. If you don't want to send us in your own packaging and your own thank you cards and labels and all of that stuff, we will have generic options to where you can pick the colors and you can pick what bag you want us to put the hair in, even down to like what mailer color you want. So we'll have purple, we have tan, we have black, we have pink, and I think that might be it. But you can pick those things too, just to kind of make it your own. And then our address is very generic. If they search it, they won't see, the company's name is Beauty Share Pro. They won't see Beauty Share Pro anywhere. It'll just, if they Google it, they'll just see an office building. But if you did want to have us use your address, or you wanted to get a P.O. box and we use that address, we can. You just put that when you sign up, just let us know, and then we will do it that way. What else? This is a lot of information. This video is getting long, so I don't want to keep going. But the main thing with this is I wanted to create a solution that didn't require you to tie up your money for inventory, because I feel like a lot of y'all aren't able to get your hair companies off the ground because you're so focused on this that you don't allocate money towards what is really important, which is that marketing aspect and making sure that you are constantly getting traffic and creating leads so that you can get them to actually purchase. Because if no one knows that you exist, they cannot purchase from you. So hopefully, with not having to tie up your money with inventory, you can really focus on creating that traffic and getting those people to purchase from you. And then it's not a forever thing. So we not only are going to be offering dropship, but if you're part of dropship, you can buy bundles wholesale as well, to like, if you're a stylist, to keep on hand. I really implore, if you're a stylist and you do extensions, you need to be selling hair in some way, shape, or form. So whether you are, you have your clients purchase from your website, and then ship it to you at the salon, and that's how you give it to them, whatever the case may be, but you need to offer hair. And I believe so much in this. Like last time I did dropship, we had a wait list and it was crazy. Like so many people booked. You can look through my videos and see some of the videos of me going overseas. You can see some of the videos of when I was advertising dropship before. You can see all of those things. And for me to have built that at that stage of my life, I actually built it right after my attack. Like I was raped and robbed and all of that stuff, and I built it right after that because I just locked myself in the house. And I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I needed to get my mind off of what had just occurred, and I wanted to build something that I believed in. And now I had, like, first of all, God is good. You think all of your failures, or you know what you did wrong in the past with the business or whatever, is going to work against you, but God has used every single thing I've done, even when I wasn't obedient, even when I wasn't doing what he had called me to do at the time, even when I was stubborn. This is the moment that he's using all of that to work for his good, because now I know exactly how to build this. I know exactly what to do, and I'm building it with you guys in mind. Keep in mind, the membership fee is $55.55, rounded up to about $56 a month. That gives you access to all of the hair. If you sell 100 bundles, you pay the $55 a month. If you sell one bundle, it's $55 a month. It's up to you and how much business you want to do, but it is a flat monthly fee, and that allows us to connect to your back end and do all those things. And then there's a $99 setup fee. So the $99 is because initially we have to tie in everything to your website. We have to make sure you're onboarded correctly. We have to make sure everything's operational. And in order to do that, I'm gonna need to build a team because there's only one of me. And so that'll allow me to be able to put those things in place. I'm thinking long term, and that'll allow me to set up everything and do that. The $55 a month is just, you can cancel at any time, but every month that you're using dropship, you'll be charged at $55 a month. And then I am running a beta test round. I did this before the last time with dropship. I'm doing it again. It just allows me to work with actual customers or members and see what is working, what isn't, what they would like to see, what needs to be fine-tuned before releasing it to the public. So if you click the link in my bio or in my comments, or not bio, if you click the link in my comments or the little information box, it's gonna take you to my homepage, so beautysharepro.com, and it's gonna have a coming soon sign where you can sign up and register to be one of the first people. If you decide you want to do the beta testing, I'm offering, I'm waiving the $99 fees, one-time fee, and you'll only pay the $55 monthly fee. And so that just will allow you to be able to test it. And in exchange for me waiving the $99 fee, what I ask is that you give me, because we'll kind of be in a group setting, give me your honest opinions, because I want to make sure that this is as perfect as possible, that this is as seamless for you guys. And I really want to see what it is you feel you guys need to make the use of this membership and dropship for your business. And then the other thing I ask, and I'm only doing this for 15 people. The other thing I ask, at least for beta testing round, once we get through the beta testing round, it'll be open to the public. But right now, the $99 waive fee and all of that stuff is going to be for 15 people. Only thing I ask is that if you do decide to do the beta testing round and take advantage of the $99, make sure you give me your honest opinions on what needs to be changed and updated, so I can update it while we're in that testing phase and get y'all's opinion and make sure everything is smooth. Also, if you love it, because the testing round is going to be for 2 weeks, if you love it, I ask that you leave a review on the site. Now, you don't have to say your company name. I'm not expecting you to do that, but I ask that because y'all are gonna be the core group of people that have actually tested it. And I know after this, people are going to ask if you like it, if it's worth it, if it's beneficial for you, if the system is seamless, all of that stuff. So having you guys be able to give that feedback will go a very long way to help the next person decide if this is for them or not. Other than that, I'm looking to have everybody onboarded for the beta testing round, like the first 15 people, by July 1st. So if you look on beautysharepro.com, the timer ends July 1st. And then I'm looking to launch it to the masses between July 15th and August 1st. So depending on what I need to change and recode or reconfigure, that'll determine the final release date for dropship. But I'm thinking it's gonna be August 1st. So that'll be that. I'm gonna do one more, well, not one more, I'm gonna be talking about dropship a lot, but I'm gonna do another video where I'm gonna get more in depth of like the different patterns and the different origins and price point, because I'm trying to do some that are like lower price, and then some of these I can't change the price. If you look at this hair is full from root to tip, it's bouncy, it's gorgeous. If you look at this one, bouncy and gorgeous too, it does get a little thinner, but I try to understand that y'all will want hair at different price points, because y'all's businesses will all be different, and y'all get to decide what your business is going to be and what your price point is going to be and who your target audience is. So even like, you know, the wavies are different, just because I wanted to offer some low end and high end. I also have some 613 hair that I'm going to have for you guys. And then what else? I'm testing right now. It's gonna be the same origins, but I have another pattern that I'm testing out to see if I want to add that to the rotation, just to give us a little bit of variety. And then I also had my vendor, I love color hair, so I had my vendor create bundles with like highlighted like blonde and brown hair. So we'll see. I don't want everybody selling the same thing, and I want to keep in mind that some of y'all might be targeting different audiences. Like some of y'all, your audience might be for Caucasian women or Latin women, and they like color. So I want to eventually get to the point where I have a large array of colors for you guys. Some of you guys may want more natural textures, so I'm gonna have like some kinky curly for you guys. Some of y'all may want to do all curly lines, so I'm gonna have curlies for you. I just want to make sure to have different options. And then another thing that I'm really considering, and I need to see how I can make it work, but I know so many of you are stylists, and so I'm thinking about also offering like leave-in conditioners, curl puddings, curly gels, things of that nature for you guys that will go well with the hair, work phenomenally with the hair, and then it's just like an upsell for you guys. But I'll see. I know I'm not gonna do everything at once because, honey, I don't have that type of money, but I do have high hopes of what this will be and what the turnout will be and what the response is going to be and how beneficial it's going to be for you guys. So I want to do that. I'm also going to have, I used to do webinars on how to launch a hair company. I'm going to start those again. I'm opening up my book to do one-on-ones for like 30-minute sessions to help you with your business. I just did a special for it. I'm going to do another one. So it'll be $75 for, it'll be $75 for 30 minutes. And just, you can ask me whatever you need for your business. And then again, we'll offer pre-made websites that you can purchase and own outright. And then if you already have a Shopify site, we can connect to your Shopify site. If you don't have a site, don't fret, because we're gonna have discounted websites for you guys for the official launch. And yeah, I'm so excited. I was so scared to do this again, but once I kept pushing it off. And I don't know if y'all ever had the feeling where you God is telling you, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Like, this is what I need you to do. And you keep pushing it off because of all the fears and anxiety. And it just got to a point where I was like, why am I so scared? Because I did this before and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And now I do. And I think even sometimes the fear of success can kind of set in too, because it's like, well, what do I do? Like, when this does happen and it works out exactly like he showed me and exactly like everybody told me it was going to work out, what do I do at that point? Like, there's so many things, but I was like, God is not a fear. And I know what I'm doing. And I can stand 100 feet down on that. Like, I can stand all 10 toes down to let you know, like, I know this business. I've been in the hair industry so long. I understand what I'm building. I know my target audience. I know what y'all need. I have launched my own hair company recently. I can tell you what is going to work. I am a marketer by trade. I can tell you how to get clients. I know what I'm doing. And I'm very confident in that. Like, nothing is shaking that. And so that is why I'm building this out, and it's going to be amazing. So if you have any questions, oh, and another thing, if you don't want to wait to sign up for dropship, I know some people saw my video late for the wholesale sale. I'm going to do one more round of that because I just want y'all to test the hair and figure out how lovely it is and how amazing it is and how gorgeous it is and fall in love with it like I do, so that when I do have dropship and I open it to the masses, y'all can already kind of identify what hair you want. Dropship will have sample packs. I'm going to do it to where you can buy bundles Okay, so when you are a member for dropship, your prices are already a discounted rate. If you want to try the hair before becoming a member, those will be retail prices. So just understand that. It is cheaper to become a member and then test the hair out. But if you want bundles, it's going to be retail prices. But I'm going to have like sample packs that I can send out just so you can test the textures. And it'll be like, it won't be this length. It'll be like 14 inches. And it'll be literally enough hair for you to test and see the pattern. That's what those sample packs will be. But then there'll also be an option for, if you're not members, to buy at retail pricing just so you can try the hair and test it out that way. If you decide, because I know a lot, I've gotten so many emails from people like, Chanel, I was part of dropship. I've heard you mention it before. If you do it again, I'm in there. So I have people that are like, just sign me up. And at that point, you will, as soon as you sign up, get access to the dropship pricing, and then you can purchase however many bundles, whether it's 1, whether it's 15 at that dropship price. I had another thought, but this video is super long. Okay, I love you guys. If you have any questions about hair companies, let me know. I am all in right now on helping you guys build a company and having all the information you need in order to be successful. So I know I've had comments about marketing. I am going to get into that. I just needed to drop this little tidbit first to let you know I have you covered for dropship. If you are scared about your inventory, all of the hair that I sell for my hair company, Avia Hair, will be offered to you. So you don't have to stress out about that. If it's hair that I stand for, I'm behind, that I sell with my company, I have tons of customer pictures and reviews, 5-star reviews, all that stuff, I stand for it. And that is what I will be offering for dropship. So I love you guys. I'm about to go edit this bad boy because I'm so excited to see what I didn't say anything about dropship. I just put the link in my bio, like on Instagram. And baby, I've already had people sign up. And it's mind blowing. And I just can't wait. I can't wait. All right, love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.